Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach, and you're tuned into Madden 19 on EA Sports. On deck, we've got what should be a great matchup between the Detroit Lions and the Chicago Bears. With that, let's get out to venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Standing by with the call, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
You've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions. I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Cohen.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way up to the 49.
Really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Throwing on third and long. Rose. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free. That's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. He'll look to throw. Finding Gabriel, complete. And he's able to get it to the 33.
Play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Burton. On 3rd down, this is Howard. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
He's in kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
To throw on 3rd down, Rose. And that is incomplete. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big. Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going.
No, not at all, and you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
On 3rd down, it's Howard fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football.
Still time for him here as we sit in the 2nd quarter. Wide open receiver, complete. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit, but first, time for a trip around the league on this final weekend of September. We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat, and that one's gone to halftime with the Falcons out in front. Devontae Freeman, a touchdown run in that first half. From there, we head to the Big Apple, more specifically to MetLife Stadium in Jersey to check on the Giants. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. Dak Prescott lighting it up. He's got 3 touchdown passes. Finally, let's get you to Baltimore. Check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they trail the visiting Colts as that one's gone of touchdown passes. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
Down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half. Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Nice work to get 7 out of that. Looking to throw on second down. Rose eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. So it's challenge time. The referee's tablet coming out. And the big question, Charles, did that football break the plane to the goal line?
They just need any part of the ball to cross the goal line in order for it to count. And remember, it's got to be indisputable, though. Sometimes we think it's going to be there. We can't really find it on the tablet. So we'll see what the final call is going to be.
What a difference a week makes. Last week, he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week, he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to...
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Derrick Henry.
Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Here we go. 3-19. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line.
No doubt about it. And in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And he'll find Galladay. That's complete.
Everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Caught out left side by Robinson.
Set. Blue 90.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bears are in for 6. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Here we go now. Detroit.
And the blitz does come. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they've bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. Got some real estate inside the 30. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Then he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21.
Line is, he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone? Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that. But it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
They run with Howard. That's running right through it. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On 3rd down, here's an option play left. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
Leopard.
The result, a first down as a quick slant gets him 14. First down now, but the clock continues to move. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. He's back to throw. Flushed out right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the full. The clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
Allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle. Kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Now a desperation throw deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be marked down deep in Detroit territory. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the